Okay.
I passed the castle on the way into Lochmarn. The castle where Peagram's excavation was located.
So, 23 days later, and our second part, finally in Ireland.
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
Russo's the name. Murder's my game.
Are you a detective?
Let's just say I'm here to find the truth.
Cool. Just like on the telly.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat.
Oh no.
Here's the poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till my fingers bled. The old skimpin cheated me too. But I took the pennies, she gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I, see what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful.
You think?
Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year. Do you know a man called Peagram?
Can you
Peagram?
describe him like on the telly and the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Can you tell me where I'd find Peagram?
No, I can't, because he's not here now. But if I sees him, I'll ask him.
I sees him.
Do you know what Peagram was doing?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Films.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress up.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy and tries to warn the sheriff. Only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married to a car and
The music every time.
10 kids if you count the wives.
What can you tell me about the kid?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only, what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No,
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
I'll give you one last...
Oh, yeah?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called a Lochman.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me vet last Tuesday night. I went up to see what... I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worse. It was coming from inside the castle.
Someone was heavy snoring.
Find
Definitely.
out what was making the noise?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything.
Good storyteller,
I'm
though.
home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on the arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
Bloody what?
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
There is, it's haunted.
What is this tish?
Nothing.
Let's try everything.
Why?
Have you ever seen...
Huh?
Sure. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That belongs to the killer clown you're looking for.
That's right.
Can I have it?
Sorry. I'm keeping...
You should have told the cops.
I did. They weren't interested.
You should run tests on that, mister. You could identify the murderer with a sample of his snot.
Look, I don't think so.
Americans.
Have you ever seen...
What a slimy character.
What do you think this...
Lifting drains.
Dead right. How did you know that?
Like the experience course in school. There used to be a choice of going down the drains or up the chimney.
You're kidding.
No, he's just a
Give me
thief.
your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on. I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks. Father Mahoney told me I'd burn in hell if I did.
I
What?
just want to shake your hand, that's all.
No way.
No one is gonna shake our hand ever in this game.
Recognize this matchbook, McGuire?
No, sir. I never...
Ever heard of Thomas Merlin? Or the Gruber Electronics Corporation?
No.
Alright,
all.
that's all.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
I mean, I'm sure it's not a kid. He's at least 18.
Maybe, who knows? So we'll go in the bar
Yeah.
or up the hill?
Go to the bar.
Okay. I will go from left to right.
He wasn't listening. Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Oh no, not again.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine site now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh no, I was talking about the past.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of credit. Their financial empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea. With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
Yeah.
So, the Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
Yep.
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What a dirty trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Yeah.
Oh yes, they were arrested and many were burnt.
Exactly. Oh, yes.
They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank.
How can I get into the castle?
Well, those walls are built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr. Sobart. But I dare say you'll find a way, if you will.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that, but he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Do you know where Pegram is gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
Oh, some people don't like
Why
him,
is
but...
Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why. More than that, there's the question of an unsettled bid. Poor Michael seems
He knows
to over the business,
things.
and I don't think.
This
Can
guy
you
knows
tell me more
everything.
about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticated. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
What can you tell me about the...
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
No.
Oh no. Thank the Lord for that.
Thank the Lord.
Does this tool...
I'd say it was for lifted. Do you... No. No, it doesn't.
What?
I guess that muck on it is...
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Mr. O'Brien.
Oh, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
Does this ma...
The design is Middle Eastern, I'd say.
What can you tell me?
Gruber Electronics.
He knows a lot of stuff, though.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name's Stobart. George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Can you tell me anything about...
Oh, I don't know much about anything. Ask Mr. O'Brien here. He just joined up writing. Would you be
He's
willing?
like the intellectual of the village. Tipo, yes or no? I don't know. Yes.
Didn't hear.
That's right. Professor Stobart, Miskatonic University.
You're an archaeologist, and you're asking us about the castle.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave with the others?
I didn't know they'd gone.
Oh, yes. Packed their spades and shovels and away they went.
Seems I missed all the excitement.
What excitement?
What
You know
excitement.
Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
Here's the science of archaeology, Pat. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavoured condoms, more like.
Did anyone from the village work?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Yeah,
What do you make of-
no need to do every single
I
item.
don't know who, what will give
It's a
us.
handsome mug on that fella, to be sure.
What is this?
No, you're a clown.
Does this...
No, but
I
May I
didn't be
sit-
sure.
no,
Well, how come?
because I'll spill me beer if you do.
Do you rec...
No.
Does it... Bye for now.
You know how these games are. You never know what will give you the
Yeah,
clue.
you're
Top of
right.
the morning to you. I beg your pardon.
Exactly.
That's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Oh.
Sociable.
Is that a room you're after?
No.
We're not gonna stay.
Ah, true.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could. If you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No
No.
problem. When will that be?
When the Undertaker comes to collect him.
When the Undertaker comes to collect him.
Okay.
Have you
Is he
served
dead?
any...
No. You're the first today.
No,
I'll
I'm
buy a
sorry.
glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Oh.
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character. In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Warm beer. Eee. Give me some cold beer.
It's warm with beets and
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
Here's something which might interest.
It doesn't.
Do you No. I've got a score to settle.
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. What you're looking for? See Father Mahoney.
A
What?
priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club.
Oh.
According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you all the art of pugilism?
Dial. Sorry, Michael. I was miles away.
Ah, never mind.
Does this false nose...
No.
Does this...
That's this.
Uh-huh. I found it in the sewers.
Well, what's the idea of waving it around in my face? You're worse than old Ron. Put it away, man.
Hey, bartender?
A landlord, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Shake my hand, why don't you?
Now, why should I do that? What have you got up your sleeve?
Nothing. Come on, just shake my hand.
I'm not just now, mister. I have to be careful on account of the health restrictions.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. Do you recognize...
No.
Do you recognize...
No.
Nah, it was a long shot.
Okay,
I got...
here. This washing machine back there is...
Yeah.
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
What? Let's see then. Where is it? Here.
It was a rectangle of toweling, printed with the words, Nagopolian stout builds body.
What?
It was a rectangle of...
I don't know.
Okay.
Should we talk to everyone about this?
Yes, I guess.
Hi there, old-timer.
How many are there? in
An
this?
nasty cold you got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Quiet prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. It's the hay fever.
Polynosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Ah,
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
Can you tell me how to get...
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochbarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's
Public.
no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very
oh,
own eyes.
another one.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Sounds like a
Are
chicken.
you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk in Lochbarn. That'll be the day. No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
Okay.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what a...
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmar.
Oh,
You know Pegram, the archaeologist?
So,
that's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the... No, I don't know.
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right.
Whoa.
A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All
What?
mine.
I don't want to know.
Can you,
No,
you...
I can't tell
Ah,
What does the...
nothing.
You can...
Never use them.
Hey, would you like this... Could you use this towel?
I could, but it wouldn't be much use for anything else.
What is this...
Nothing. I don't know.
okay.
I'll see you later.
Another. Oh my god, how many people do we have to talk
Well,
to?
it's a bar.
Yeah.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
Oh my god, everything.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There is nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall and broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Do you know Professor Peak?
He's the archaeologist.
That's right. Did you work at Professor Peak?
Everybody knew him.
What gave you that idea?
Can I get you in?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Check out this.
Thomas Merlin.
Does this? No. Ever seen this towel before?
Doesn't it belong on the bar?
Very observant, Fitzgerald. Shake my hand.
It's a trick, isn't it?
Damn it, you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone. What does this?
Nothing.
What?
Blood.
Why's that?
I used to bleed a lot when I was a kid. Every time there was a playground scrap, I'd end up with a bloody nose. I wouldn't have minded, but I wasn't even in.
Do you reckon?
No, I'm sure.
What do you think that?
Something to do with horses?
Wrong. It's for.
Oh, really?
Well,
See you later.
alright, so I think we saw everything in the bar.
Shall we talk to the rest about the tower?
I guess, I'm not
It's the
sure.
only thing we did not
Excuse
talk.
me.
Yes, sir. May I borrow? Sure you can. On what?
What's that?
You keep it away from old.
Who's Ron?
That's him in the corner.
Okay.
Look. Hey. Hello, Gary. What do you think of the?
Now, there's a fine piece of cloth. It's such craft, but surely.
Oh, new
Do you
one.
remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
Let me see now. I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
Yeah.
Can I buy you a drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here. Cool.
Doyle, has he conned you into buying? Shame on your Patrick. Same again.
Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of ground coming up.
Nice.
Very nice.
Do you remember Sean Fitz?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it was only last week. Fitzgerald was there all right. Him and a bunch of students. He was speaking with the boss man.
Okay.
Bye for now. Excuse me. Hello there. Does this towel mean it?
Sure, it's one of Leary's towels.
Just borrowing it.
Hmm.
Do you know?
Yes, I do. What do you want with him?
I want to talk to him about working at the dig.
I can't imagine anyone employing Sean Fitzgerald on a dig. He wouldn't know a post hole from his elbow.
Bye
Okay.
for now.
So was he or was he not?
That's a very good question. Let's try again.
Mr. Fitz. Doyle told me you definitely worked at. He's seen you there. You might as well admit it.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
What?
I need to talk to Professor Pegram if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
I don't know. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Pegram.
Oh.
Very common problem in England.
Yeah.
Very common.
For many countries.
All I
actually.
want
Especially
is
in
to
England.
talk to people
Ah.
about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he? So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving. He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can. Yes, you
The
can.
professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's
True.
package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
Oh, what happened to
You'll
it?
kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris. Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
Who's
I'll
Marquet?
deal with Jacques Marquet. Give
Hello.
the package to me.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
Yeah, maybe we should
Yeah.
let it stuck around.
Hey, I just seen a big red.
Get out of here, Maguire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Oh,
Get out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy makers.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
okay, let's go out and see the package. Where is it? Oh, something's wrong here.
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding my own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I, and I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass, but the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and they give an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes.
To the leprechaun.
He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
One-armed barbarian pixie.
Yep.
One-armed barbarian pixie.
Like a bloody pixie?
The same killer.
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand. It was impossible to return the switch. The plastic cover had been smashed and broken away, revealing a switch.
So,
What does this switch do?
well, we could go inside and see.
I tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked from the inside. I tugged.
Let's go inside.
Inside the bar.
Yeah, inside the bar and see.
Let me talk to him one more time.
Hey, McGuire,
What?
did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
Maybe the package fell somewhere out of sight. Did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not. What do you make of this, kid?
Hey, that's what...
That old windbag doesn't scare me. Anyhow, I'm only borrowing it.
You're pretty cool, mister.
For an old guy.
See you later, kid.
Oh,
Okay, let's go in again. Everyone is unfazed.
Yeah.
And that washing machine.
He wasn't Excuse me.
Hello.
I have a suspicion that Fitzgerald might have been given something by Pegram.
I thought he acted strangely.
I'm talking about the gem. It was something he said.
Were you not speaking to him when he ran out to the bar?
Yeah, sure. Just talking, that's all. Goodbye for now. Hey! Hello there.
Τίποτα.
Bye for now. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Check it.
I've seen it, for heaven's sake.
Look, I gotta be...
Okay, I don't think we can talk about anything else with
No, we just have to go to the next screen, I guess. Finally,
Hello
after.
again. What?
30 minutes of talking to people.
If I was a woman, I wouldn't think much of a...
It's not made for 'em. I've got my sights on tastier dishes than women.
What?
Flesh as smooth and tender as a maiden's. Bones as soft and white as
Oh.
a newborn babe's. Rabbit, that's what gets my juices flowing.
What?
I don't even want to know.
I'll see you later.
Okay, nothing more here. We still don't have anything to... No, don't have this.
No, yeah. And we don't have a crowbar or anything, so... Let's see the castle?
Okay, that's the only way. Oh, another person to talk to.
But,
Hi,
well,
you speak English?
Well, no. What if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox.
What's
I
with
gave
the...
the look I perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice. What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. But if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
I think the Irish people are just humoring the American
Have you
dude that
seen
just
Professor
came here.
No,
Don't know.
he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
I don't remember from which part of England is the company that made this game, so I don't know if they're Scottish or Irish.
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car. And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah.
So?
He knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot. How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car.
The car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew. The idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh no, but he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief.
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
You can report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration, I put me money on the Ferrari.
I think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle, his own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard. It needs some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
What the fuck? That escalated quickly.
You have to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb
What's
it.
this?
Marvellous. I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
Of course.
Well,
He strode off in the direction of McDevitt's bar, leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay.
well.
Well, I think this is where we're gonna climb, right?
Yep.
Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge. I really need to start working out.
Yeah.
Pushing with all my strength got me...
Okay, let's go to the start. There's no object, anything. Let's climb. In modern times there would be a mini game, but I suppose. Yeah, it's
Stack
not.
of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
Maybe we have a tool or anything? Use the tool. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, no. Okay. So let's go down, I guess.
Yeah, don't say anything else, we can try.
I think we need more height, but
More
how?
hay.
Yeah, more hay.
Is there anything to the right here? Any more screen? No.
Maybe to the left?
What is this?
Ah, hints.
And this? Save. Oh, I'm not saved. I've not saved in 40 minutes. Oh.
Yeah, nothing there. Maybe now that that dude is asking people around
Yeah,
the bar,
maybe we
maybe
can
they're
go.
distracted and we can go to the back.
Maybe.
Hey, McGuire.
What?
Or maybe he's just
See
drinking.
you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Let's check it out. Yeah, no one's here.
Maybe we should go back to
Excuse me,
France.
Mr. Hello there.
No,
Bye
he's
for
not
now.
here. He did not come here.
Hey! Hello there again, mister. Bye for now.
No, nothing new.
Nothing new
Mate.
indeed.
Yes, sir. Look,
Ah, we can pick this up.
Oh, well, if he doesn't hold it.
almost as if he'd sensed my intentions.
Will you leave it alone?
Look, I know how it seems, but like... Hello and...
What?
Ah, so you're making...
That's right.
Damn right I do.
Only if I get me fingers caught.
I'm talking about the rabbits. Do they feel much pain?
You bet.
Oh my god.
Sadistic
see you
little
later.
man.
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed his...
Okay, out.
Bye.
Try it on the
Yeah,
sewer.
that's what I thought. Or maybe we should go.
Maybe not.
No?
It was a short piece of wire, twisted into a rough circle. Maybe... Maybe not.
No, nothing.
Alright.
Hey,
What?
what do you think this...
Stealing cars.
Oh?
There's only one problem.
The local policeman?
No. Nobody in Lockmar is got.
See you later, kid.
Okay, miss.
But someone has a red Ferrari.
Yep. Okay, let's try it again.
Oh, sorry, my mistake.
Try the lock.
Oh yes, the lock, you're right. If you can pick a car, just pick the lock, my man.
Pushing with all my...
You got a wire, pick the fucking lock.
Yeah, no.
You stupid American.
Yep. Indeed.
Those Americans are stupid even in the games. Is there any manhole that can use the manhole?
No, I don't think so. We just need to find a way to either the cellar or I don't know.
It was impossible to... The plastic cover had been...
What is this switch for? Maybe we should go back to France. Can we go back to France? No, we cannot. There is no option to go back, so we only have those two screens to
Yep.
free.
Only those two screens. So what do we do with that? I think.
Maybe we can talk to the people more about the wire. Let's.
Oh,
Excuse me. Hello there.
you know what?
What do you
No,
make of
wait.
this piece of
Okay, I have. There's a wild idea. All right.
Wait, you'll tell me what idea.
Hey.
I want to talk about the
Look
wire.
there. Does this piece of what? Not me. Bye for now. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
No, no.
Does this piece of...
No.
Let me tell you first.
Tell
Come
me.
on.
Tell me your idea. I just want to talk about the wire, please. Tell
Yeah,
me.
but let me speak first.
Yes, tell
There's
me.
a wild idea.
Yes.
You destroyed the panel outside.
The
You
what?
have the panel outside, the
How can I
electricity.
destroy it? I don't have any
They,
tools.
he said that he
How to destroy it?
the panel is destroyed.
Yes.
Go inside. Say you're an electrician.
To whom?
To the landlord. Tell to the land. Say to the landlord that you're an electrician, and use the card as
Excuse
proof.
me.
I guess.
Yes, sir?
I don't know if it's possible.
May I have another...
Certainly, sir.
Yeah, please.
That's the secret of the map. Each barrel is lovingly manpacked, suspended on skillfully tied ropes, lowered into the cellar like. I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I can fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh well, at least the glass washer is still working. It's not my idea, is it?
Ah, now we need the card.
Yeah.
It just so happens I'm an electrician. Check out my credentials.
Well, now, isn't that marvelous? Here's the house bedeviled with faulty wiring of a wayward name. Here's you, an electric man, with a little plastic card to prove it. I still want to see what you can do before I let you. You can make a start on the glass washer. And when you finish that, will you take a look at the pumps?
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the wire.
So use the wire? No.
I couldn't see...
Okay. Wait.
Yes, just.
Maybe use that electric thing. No. Okay. Check the wires on the wall.
What are the wires?
Onto the right of George. Go to George.
This one.
This
Ah,
one.
that's on the left. Okay.
I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug.
Okay.
It was an electrical plug attached to the... I used...
Okay. Try to use something on that.
Okay, I'll try to use everything. But why does she go in and out every time?
I couldn't see... I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire. I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard everything I knew about standard safety precautions. Excuse me, Mr. Leary. I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Bingo! And a blessing to all the saints. A free half pint to that man on the house. Now,
Half
take
pint.
a look at the beer pumps.
I guess so, but I'm not making any promises.
If you can't fix them, I'll have a riot on my hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
Okay, finally you can go back to the back.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
Let's search for the flashlight. The flashlight. There's
I pulled the lever and the bolt creaked back.
check for the flashlight.
Can we? Just let me play it.
I pushed the lever and
Sometimes I want to play.
I pulled.
Okay, so where should I search for the flashlight? There's nowhere to click.
You think?
Where? Tell me where.
What's that?
Where?
Nothing. Okay.
I don't see any blue buzz.
There, to your left.
Oh,
Oh, you just go up. Okay.
maybe we should fix something here. What do we have? Have a towel?
Yeah. Let's see.
Rat! Oh my god, let's leave. There are rats here. Ah. Can we use the matches to see?
You can try.
Matchbook bore up.
I mean, it's a matchbook. We should be able to use them in order to see. How can we use them?
To the black void. Use it to the black void. No? No. Okay.
I thought that we could use the matches to find the...
Okay.
What do the hints say? I am stupid hints. Let's see if he can give us any clue.
Excuse me. Yes, sir? Look.
He said that there is a flashlight here, right?
This looks like a flashlight, but it doesn't click.
I mean, he did say that it was downstairs, right?
You think the flashlight is up?
I don't know. I'm not
I
sure.
pushed the lever.
Okay, let's try. Yeah.
I don't see any flashlight anywhere or anything.
Me neither.
Yes, sir?
Check out my... I've seen... Look, I gotta be going.
Okay, so no flashlight. Maybe talk to the boy outside, McGuire.
Okay, we don't have anyone to talk to. The other guy disappeared.
Hey,
What?
No.
Okay, maybe the lever fixed this panel. Let's see.
Maybe.
That was broken with the switch.
it was impossible.
Nope. Maybe it opened this?
Maybe. Yes.
Yes, it was a lock for the
I
grave.
lifted the trap door, and an overpowering smell of stale beer rose from the cellar below. I looked down on a stone-tiled floor, way too far to jump.
Nope.
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my guts I usually associated with light opera. It was Khan.
What's the problem?
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man was involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough genes to go around.
Ouch.
Thanks to keep his mouth shut.
Was the guy hurt bad?
He's being taken care of, but he thinks he dropped a small parcel. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course. Thank you.
So, yeah, the dude.
Okay, now I think we must go back and talk to the... You know, talk to the owner to give us something to go down.
Maybe, yes.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
No.
No. Is anything changed down?
It was
What?
it was impossible.
Oh.
Okay.
There's not even something to use. Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe there's light in the cellar now.
Maybe.
Let's see.
Now I could see.
Ah.
I spotted Mr. Leary's flashlight easily. Then I noticed a flash of light. Something sparkling beneath the open trapdoor.
The gem of Taklamakan.
It was Peagram's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue stone. I guess I was already under its spell.
Did
Damn.
you find it?
What?
Whatever you was looking for.
Yeah. Listen, McGuire. I want you to keep this to yourself.
No problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way. You're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Forget it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
If you want to do me a favor, keep a lookout for that guy in the suit.
Okay. But it'll cost you a packet of chips.
Fish and
Oh, and
chips.
shout, did you see that Ferrari?
Alright, is there anything else around here? I
Oh, we
don't
picked
think
it
so.
up. Oh, we
It
did.
was a large blue... It was the barman.
Okay, but we came here to fix the taps. Can we fix the taps?
Ah, the pumps. The pumps.
Yeah.
They're leaking.
Hmm. Surprise.
The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water.
Damn.
I shut off the faucet as tight as I could, but it kept on dripping.
Okay, maybe we can use a towel.
Yeah.
The slow drip of water barely dampened the towel.
Ah, wait, we can open this.
The faucet...
Now we can wet the towel.
Yo, why with the towel though?
I don't know. He has a reason, I guess.
I mean, why would we do that?
I held the towel under the faucet and soaked it with water.
Yeah, why though?
It was a rectangle of toweling. The towel was soaked.
I will find
I shut
out.
off the faucet as tight as I could, but it kept on dripping.
But this faucet is not the problem. Maybe we don't have to fix the pumps,
No, we don't, but
but we had to wear the towel.
yes. That. No
Maybe-
idea why.
Maybe we should go back to the castle.
Yeah.
Maybe with a wet towel we can go up for some reason.
No idea why or how, but
You never know. Let's try.
yeah, no.
Come on, I have a wet towel.
It's just
Oh, here, we can do something here.
Oh,
I
Put-
pushed my fingers into the narrow crack. It went back several...
yeah. Now the tool. That's
This tool?
Yeah, try that.
You were right, woman.
I inserted the end of the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a... It remained lodged in the wall.
Right. Oh, the gold
Oh
puzzle.
no, the god!
Okay, this is famous from this game because it was brutally difficult, supposedly, but I hear that in the remastered version they have fixed it. And I don't even know what the problem was. I guess we'll find out.
Damn, goats are scary.
The rope by which the goat was tethered had become tangled on the old plowshare.
I think that we solved the puzzle.
Yep.
That was it, because the goat would hit us when we go to the stairs.
So, I don't
No, in
understand.
the original game, I have read that you had to have perfect timing to solve this puzzle.
Ah, yes.
It doesn't even have a bat.
Yeah.
Give the man a bat. So okay, that was a famous goat puzzle that it's super nerfed in this version.
Yep.
I placed my fingers and thumb into the holes in the wall. Nothing happened.
Oh, come on.
You got to like put your fingers in holes, dude.
Oh.
The statue was too heavy to lift. It overbalanced into the sand.
What is he trying to do?
The statue fits the wall.
Oh, something broke off.
As I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand.
Uh-huh.
I placed my fingers in the 5 impressions left by the fallen stone. It was weird. They fit perfectly.
What fit perfectly?
I squeezed every last drop of water out of the towel and watched it draining away in the sand. I placed my fingers in the 5 impressions.
Maybe I should not have done that.
I don't know. No, maybe check that table over there.
Yeah, well, but this looks like this one here.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. The statue was supposed to look at this statue. That statue was supposed to be up there.
Holes.
Oh.
But it's too heavy.
So it fell from... now I get it.
As I dipped my fingers into the soft white powder, plaster of Paris. I'd used it in kindergarten to make...
Use it now in the hole.
I reached
for the
into the
holes.
sack, but it was empty.
No!
Okay,
It was a handful of plaster left in the castle, but
okay.
Alright.
What if we put it now?
Yeah, put it now.
I hope it will still be usable with the water.
I sprinkled the plaster on the sand until the holes were fit.
Let's take the key now.
I smoothed the plaster level with the sand. It was my first experience of home improvement. I smoothed the...
Maybe now you need to put the water. But does it have water now?
I squeezed the towel as hard as...
Okay, maybe we need to go back to
You
the
need
bar.
to go back.
Take water again. Fuck my life. Oh, come on. Why are you doing this to us, game?
Well, at least everything is close by.
Yes, I guess so.
Open the faucet first.
Yes, my lady.
the faucet creaked.
The faucet creaked and rusty water came out of the town. I'm an American. Yes, yes. Should we leave this
I help-
open? Maybe not. Let's be
I
good.
shut off.
I'm a good American boy.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you're a good American boy.
Hi, you goat. Okay, let's put the water now here. Oh, come on, don't do this to me.
The trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the... I eased the solid piece of plaster from the... Underneath, it had formed a perfect copy of the step.
And now we have it.
The plaster cast was a pretty neat replica.
Mm-hmm.
The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, Then, silence.
There you go.
It is open now. Another Templar altar.
Let's have a slide.
Montfaucon.
Montfaucon. Oh mon dieu. Oh, cinema. No. No, I want to play. I want to see the tube. Don't do this to me now. I don't want to play with Nicole. Come on. No, no. No, madame.
Never had a boyfriend as undisturbed. No bug. There wasn't anyone that I...
Good. What? Okay, the animation must be rotoscoped.
Maybe.
It looks so much like rotoscoped animation. So much.
I had messages waiting to be played.
You have 3 messages.
Hey, Collard, it's me, your favorite editor.
Oh.
Guess what? I'm gonna give you a second chance. I need somebody to write the TV column. Pays lousy, so what's new? If you're interested, drop by the office. In fact, drop by the office anyway. We have to talk, Nico. That story of yours I spiked. It won't go away. You've made some dangerous enemies out there.
Hey, Nico, it's your old pal. I mean, your new pal, George. Whoa, Ireland. It's a whole different country. And I got some amazing news for you. Gem of a story, in fact. Gotta go. Yeah, Bella here's got a drink lined up for me. See you tomorrow, Nico. Sloan shot. Yep, only here for a day and I'm speaking the lingo like a local.
Mademoiselle Coulard, this is Imelda Carchon. I wanted to thank you for being so understanding when... Come to lunch, why don't you? Tomorrow. I might have more news.
Oh,
There's
no.
a Monsieur Merlon coming to see me this evening. He says he knows why Pierre was murdered. In fact, he'll be here
Oh,
shortly.
she's gone.
I shall
She's
let
dead.
you know what he says. Goodbye, dear girl. Till tomorrow.
Was here Merlin?
My God. Merlin's the killer. I better get over there and warn her now. When it came to being two-faced, Imelda was up there with the best. I owed her nothing, but I couldn't just let her die. I arrived to find the Palais Royal courtyard deserted. I only hoped that I'd beaten the assassin here. I had to warn Imelda before...
No, you didn't. But anyway.
I unhooked the first wire.
Why? You...
To go through the window because
to make a staircase.
because if you didn't do it, but if you
Go to the door, it says
Go
it's
into
locked.
the door,
The
yeah.
second wire. Even with both wires removed, the statue remained...
Push the statue. Okay, let's do it correctly. Let's go
If I
to the
could
door
deconstruct it...
and see what's happening. We should get the whole story. Actually, we should not do that before we check the door.
yeah,
That's
I
stupid.
know.
Locked? No way was I going to... The intercom system wasn't working. Bad sign. Somebody had cut the wire.
Exactly.
Okay, now we can go in. Go inside and check the
That
apartment.
broken window looked like the best way in.
Yes,
That broken window looked
yes,
like
it's the best way in. Go in now. Je voudrais ici. C'est un papillon.
What?
I don't remember much French. I'm sorry. Yes.
The plastic sheet was thick and strong. I'd need more than my...
Oh yes, let's go back and get a tool. What do we have? We can
We
use?
have a lot of things.
Let's try this.
Yeah.
That worked.
Yep. It was this plastic sheet.
Mm-hmm. quite easy for seasoned adventure players like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, the police will again find you at the scene of the murder. How do you feel about that, woman?
My God, I'm too late.
My God. Mon Dieu!
Imelda. Oh no.
Je suis trop tard.
Nico, don't worry, you're going to be alright. You know that isn't true. It was Merlin, wasn't it? Dressed as a cavalier. How absurd. You came to warn me, didn't you? I must be crazy. Let me see you, Nico. All this time you were just using me. Which one is the real Imelda? You are an extraordinary girl. Thierry would have been so proud of you. You didn't know my father. So like him. Something about the eyes. I wish we'd had time to get to know each other. She was gone. She cheated me, lied to me, used me. But why? Even in death, Imelda looked the same. Beautiful, inscrutable. The Ice Queen alone in her ice palace.
Oh yes, now let's get her jewel.
Yeah.
I opened it. Inside was a tiny gold key.
Yes, please. Let's get from the dead.
Key. I had to leave. I knew I could never return.
No, wait, we have to see what the key unlocks. Don't leave.
Well, maybe it doesn't unlock anything here.
Oh, it should be somewhere in there. No! No! No, madame! It could be a little chest somewhere in the apartment.
Maybe.
In the dim light, I caught the reflection of something metallic. A small, sinister-looking metal disc had been tucked under my father's box. It was a bug. Oh, chère cousine. You left me a little present. You shouldn't have.
What the hell is he talking about?
You don't scare me. Espèce de...
I didn't understand what happened, really. It was a cockroach.
No, it was a bug.
What kind of bag?
Someone was...
Ah, a bag like an electronic
Yeah,
bag.
an electronic bug.
Ah, to bag her apartment.
The box was carved by my father. It never had a key.
But
The
now it
opening
does.
on the lid was a perfect match to Cochon's.
But why would Carson's wife has the key to her father's box?
She certainly knew her father.
The plot thickness.
Yeah.
I took out the key. I couldn't believe it. Imelda's key opened my father's box. I dreaded what I was going to find inside.
There she is.
Oh my god.
It was a photograph of Imelda, but why here? In my father's box.
I know why.
I
Yes.
felt as if a black hole had swallowed me up. Imelda and Carchon grinning. While behind them a village was being razed to the ground. Its people butchered. And there, next to them, staring out at me across the years, my own father.
Well, at least her father is not grinning.
Yeah.
There was a letter. I feared there was even worse to come.
Well,
Hotel St. George, Algiers, Friday. My darling Thierry, by the time you read this, you'll be safely out of Africa. You need not fear. Pierre and the organization do not know who you are really working for.
The others.
Or about us. Did you think I would betray you? I could not. You wanted me to leave him, but I don't have your courage. I know too much of what has been going on here. They would find me and they would kill us both. Enjoy your life in Paris, Thierry. Your life of honor, of patriotic duty. Do they give medals to spies? No. They'll just give you a funny job in an embassy somewhere. I could never share that with you. Imagine me, a diplomat's wife. So I must stay here with Pierre, the two of us bound together by what we have done to this country. Au revoir, my love. You will be in my heart until I die. Imelda, suddenly everything made sense. My father had been working undercover for the government. He was one of the good guys after all. He and Imelda must have fallen in love. She'd found out who he really was, so he had to leave. It had broken her heart, but she had never revealed it to anyone. I knew I couldn't either. Whatever he was doing, he'd had good reason to keep it secret.
Okay.
I decided I would respect that until nobody.
That was it.
I guess that was it.
You have to go to the newspaper, you have to... so many things to do. No, there you go. So does it ever sleep? What the fuck?
I don't know.
It was George. For a moment I was tempted to pretend that I was out. Or ask him to go away and come back later. But then... Come in.
Hello, George.
Oh, he came back from Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to do something about this.
Oh, where did you stay last night?
And McDevitt's. I got to drinking with Doyle and a couple of the guys.
That explains why you look so ill today. Did you get any sleep at all?
Not much. I had to share the room with another guy.
Did he snow?
Hardly. He was dead.
And you say Pigran has disappeared?
Without a trace. But my visit wasn't a complete waste of time.
Pigran's gem?
The Templars gem. Whoever Jacques Marquet is, he's in for a disappointment.
Jacques Marquet?
He's the guy who should have collected the gem from Fitzgerald.
What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man.
Let's
Okay,
talk about
so
it.
let's talk with the manuscript.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Aha! The plot thickness.
There's a guy working on a loom. A knight with a crystal... The knight scroll bears a phrase, "Through my teaching." There's a woman, but the reflection has three hideous...
What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or... All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of... Look, Nico, a handful of plaster.
Yeah. Why is it that men never really grow up?
What's your problem, sister?
Your pockets stuffed with useless junk like little boys.
You never know when useless junk might come in handy. Do you want this photograph back?
No, you keep it. I can always make another print.
That is not...
Well, you
No. Do you want to look after the...
No, George. I'd be too tempted to sell it.
Okay, then we'll have to look at the manuscript.
look at it again and
Let's take
maybe
another look.
don't click at anything. Let's see.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a...
Okay, the gem. We have the gem now.
Look at him again.
There's a guy between...
Oh, okay. Damn.
And through...
Look. What are your plans?
I want to... All I've got to...
Okay, maybe we should
I
not
can't
look
sit
at
here
them.
all day.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobino at the Kron Museum.
Okay, let's look for
And
that.
why don't you see if Otho's have anything?
Okay. Anything else I can do for you while I'm out? Shopping, a trip?
Just take care of yourself.
Enjoy.
How much money does this dude have?
He's American. He has a lot of money. The dollar is very strong. Used to be.
I so
Used to
much
be.
wanted to talk to George about everything that had happened, but I knew I never could. My father's connection to Africa would have to remain a secret forever. His bravery would be known only to the government and to me. Revealing it would just damage his memory. People would take the story and twist it. Before long, he would be the villain and Carchon would be the hero. I know how they do that. I'm a journalist.
Oh. Alright, so we're back in Paris. Let's see the museum.
Go to Ireland too. Where was the museum? Was it this one?
Yes,
So
yes, that was the
here,
one.
We can go here. Maybe we should go to the police department first.
You want to go to the police? Okay.
She told us to go ask. Oh, he's not here anyway. Rousseau is the police.
Sorry to move.
Yes.
Did I show you this photo?
Yes, monsieur.
Oh, up.
Have you heard of a man called...
Yes. He used to be known as the Mole of Montmartre. I heard he's been hospitalized, probably by one of his rivals.
Alright.
Which hospital was Marquet taken to?
The Hagenmeyer Clinic in the Avenue des Hérissons.
Why was Marquet known as the Mole of Montmartre?
Because he lived in Montmartre, I suppose.
Yeah, but why the mole?
I don't know. Maybe he ruined people's lives.
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
Me!
I'm the victim.
I'm the victim.
I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flack and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
Nothing else, I suppose.
Yeah.
See you later, Sergeant.
I don't think we want to show him the...
No, don't show him, Jan.
Ah, this is Nicole. No, don't. We don't have anything
Come
yet.
in. Hello, George.
No, George, go away, George. You have not found anything yet, George. It was a
What do
mistake.
you...
I want to find out who... Oh,
Yes,
I
George.
can't see.
Okay, and...
Okay, shop.
Sure.
It was a mistake.
So this is supposed to be a very cheap place, right?
What one? This one?
The one that Nico stays.
I don't know. English people make this game.
I mean, it could be if this area is, you know, the central area of Athens is very historical but yet very dangerous, so it is cheap.
Not all. No,
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
not ammonia. It's not historical.
No.
Do you know anything
Okay.
about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
The sign on the tripod says,
It does
yeah, it does.
most remiss.
You don't know anything.
No, I don't. I never had much of a start in life, you see. I owe a little education.
I think we saw this in the previous
What?
video.
Yeah.
Do you? And you're it? Do you know anything about...
Not me, monsieur. It is the... They are, whereas, of course, not... Can you
Okay.
give me any... Certainly, monsieur. That tripod?
Okay,
Thanks.
I think we did everything. Let's go and check for the man. He's nowhere. Oh yeah, that thing. I don't know what he does.
Leave it alone. That clock...
Closet? It's a sarcophagus.
So
The
there's
closet.
nowhere else to go.
You use the gem with the tripod. See what happens.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
No, monsieur.
Okay.
Okay, maybe we should hide in the sarcophagus
Yeah, but
Pardon me.
and
Oui, monsieur.
during the night put the gem as you say. Oh, how
What's
can
the
we...
important?
He was the most famous escapologist of the 60s.
Don't you mean alchemists? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
Well, whatever he was, that is the tripod.
What kind of experiment?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology. Can I take a closer look at the tripod?
What? Get it out of the case? Ah, no. That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
oh, he'll
sophisticated.
tell us everything.
Painfully loud alarm bell.
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
It has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
Straightforward
I
security.
found this gem.
That means nothing to me, monsieur.
How did you manage to get this job?
I had the right qualifications.
Exactly.
In a natural manner. Squeaky-shoes and an irrational hatred of children.
Okay.
Do you recognize? No. Have you ever?
Oh, you done this
What is
before.
this label?
Pardon?
It is a priceless historical artifact, if I am not mistaken.
No, it's a plain old tool for lifting drain.
I don't think we did that. Anyway.
I think we did everything before.
Thanks for your.
Attention! Please do not.
Don't you think it's kind of stuffy?
Better stuffy than the...
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhausts?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new burger bar opened up across the street.
Oh.
The Laughing Buffalo.
So what's the problem?
They cook their burgers on a charcoal grill. And the fat falls on the open flame. The amount of organic compound and smoke particles released is astounding. Since they opened, local air pollution has doubled. And it stinks like a funeral fire. That is why I keep the windows closed.
Okay, so open the windows, let them go, get over there to close them, and you go into the sarcophagus.
Sounds like a plan.
Now go to the sarcophagus.
Yeah, let him go to the window.
Yeah.
But he's not even...
Watch out! You will have that. Watch out!
Wait, let him go. Find out about the window. There,
Watch
now.
out!
Sorry.
Yes.
I'm stupid. Don't kill me, please.
Wait.
Yes, I wait now.
Now.
Wait, did he see it?
Yes.
This is ridiculous. I could be here for hours.
Yes. Yes, that's the point, to be there for hours. Dude!
Yeah, I think he wants to do other stuff. So, is there another place we could
Watch
go?
out!
Don't think there's another screen here.
No, there's not. Is there any other
Oh,
place? Ah,
there's a new one. The Hospital. Tenez à droite. Look at the right.
I felt a little guilty as I tried the door, like I was about to rob a grave. I gripped the handle with an involuntary tremble in my hand and pulled. The door was locked.
the sense of dread, and it was locked.
Oh, a crazy doctor. That's what we need right now.
Hi, my name is George Stobart. Really? If you wish to make an appointment, see the receptionist. I'm looking for a guy named Jacques Marquet. In which department does he work?
He doesn't. He's a patient.
I see. You do realize there are strict policies regarding visiting hours, don't you?
This is important. I have to talk to Marquet urgently.
We make no exceptions to the rules.
It's a matter of life and death.
The well-oiled running of this hospital is a matter of life and death.
Well,
That's why we have rules.
Rules.
I think I ought to warn you.
Explain yourself.
He's in league with a bunch of guys who want to take over the world.
Nonsense. Besides, Marquet's employers have paid in advance for one of our most exclusive private rooms.
oh.
Could you tell me who Marquet's employers are?
Certainly not.
Look at this, Doc. It's a genuine medieval type gem.
Why?
Because you does it.
So I see. Remarkable.
I have to take this gem to Marquet. He might be able to explain its significance.
My dear chap, Marquet has other things on his mind right now.
Like what?
His catheter, for one.
Ouch.
Does the name Thomas Merlin...
No.
Have you ever...
No, sir.
Does this...
Sacre bleu. That's exactly what I needed in my last operation. It is. I have to improvise with a knitting needle and a couple of threads. If only you'd been on hand at the time, my patient would have given his right arm for it.
May I have the honor of shaking you by the hand?
You may not. I don't encourage physical contact between my staff.
Okay.
What do you make of...
If I were you, I'd have this sample analyzed.
Nice.
Do you
No. This is a hospital. We minister to the sick in body, not the sick in mind.
Oh.
Do you
No, sir.
Does this...
No, sir. I do not pretend to know the...
Okay, we
Thanks
did
for your
everything.
help.
Next, receptionist.
Excuse me.
Different recording again.
Yes, sir.
Is this the Hagenmeyer Clinic?
Yep.
That's correct.
I thought I was in a garden center.
Oh, the plants. They were my idea. A little greenery to evoke the spirit of nature. How may I help you?
I'm here to see Jacques Marquet.
Oh, yes. Are you related to our client, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm his long-lost brother.
A brother half his age with a different name and an American accent.
Yeah, people always say that. I blame Mom. We were separated at an early age. After a mix-up in the nursery at the Oakland shopping mall.
I've never heard anything so ridiculous in all my life.
I guess not. Has Marquet had a visit from a pair of gangsters?
I should hope not. Can you describe him?
A thin guy who looks like a weasel and his friend, the gorilla.
Sounds as if they escaped from a zoo.
Has Marquet been visited by a man in a clown costume?
Oh, no.
You haven't seen a man in disguise?
Well, there's Theodore the bear. He comes every Thursday to entertain the children. Personally, I think he scares them half to death in that crummy old bear suit. If I was stuck on my back with tubes in every orifice, he's the last person I'd want to see.
Alright.
So, do I get to see Marquet before the funeral?
That attitude will get you nowhere. My instructions were quite clear. No one gets to see Marquet. So unless you can prove you're a relative or a close acquaintance, you're wasting your time here.
Alright, so...
Look at this ID pass.
Ouch,
you're
what was that
Merlin.
recording?
Marquet's been asking for you.
What was
For me?
that recording?
He was shouting your name when they brought him in here. Now, let me see.
What the fuck, yeah. Well, why is this
He
recording
was
so...
on Ward B12, as I recall. Oh, he's being transferred to... Oh dear. He's on Ward J2. That's... Nurse Grendel's ward.
Oh,
What's so bad about Nurse Grendel?
She runs that ward like a South American prison.
Keeping a well-disciplined ward isn't a crime, is it?
Well disciplined. In the discipline and punishment stakes, she'd whip the butt off the Marquis de Sade. Everything.
Ouch.
I mean, everything is done to a strict routine. 6 o'clock, alarm call. 6:10, bowel movements, and woe betide anyone who doesn't have a result. Those patients of hers are like Pavlova's dogs.
She sounds like a real nightmare.
And then some.
I
If
think
Nurse
she's very
Grendel was
effective.
That bad, how can the authorities tolerate her?
She's like part of the furniture.
I was beginning to get the picture. This woman was jealous. with a big green capital J. How do I find Nurse Grendel's ward?
Down the corridor on the left, turn right at the senior consultant's washroom. Right again at the executive coffee lounge. Bear left past the administrator's sauna. And turn left at the end. That's J2. And good luck.
Alright, no.
I'd like to shake you by the hand.
Don't be fresh, young man.
What's up with this stupid recording?
Thanks for your help, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did they did it for the remaster and they forgot to mix it?
Maybe.
As I turned the corner, I saw the source of the hellish noise which echoed through the corridors. It was an industrial polishing machine with an odd-looking guy in tow.
Do we really need to talk to him?
I don't know. No, maybe not.
Hello.
What's that?
I said hello.
Oh, hiya.
I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
That's what I thought you said. Don't look so down in the mouth. No matter how bad things seem, I never let life get on top of me.
Oh, yeah? What's your secret?
Why, it's easy. All you have to do is smile.
It's Monty
and
Python.
whistle this little tune.
You know what? If you start whistling, I'll bust you in the teeth.
It's a deal.
Have you seen any unsavory characters lurking about in the corridors?
No, sir, I haven't. But I've got nothing to worry about. What's that, Mr. Shiny? You'd take good care of the rascals, I'll bet
What?
you would.
Realize my hand.
With a friend like him, I've no fear of oppressors.
What?
It must be a great comfort.
He is.
Do you know where I'd find a patient called Marquet?
No, I'm not allowed on the wards with Mr. Shiny.
Would Mr. Shiny be your polishing machine by any chance?
Please, don't call him that. He's more of a friend than a machine. I've had Mr. Shiny for 3 years, and he's never let me down once.
How come you got so attached to a polishing machine?
I asked you not to call him that. He's got a name, you know.
Yeah, Mr. Shiny. It's just that...
You think it's odd, don't you? I don't mind. The rest of the
Also,
staff
why is
think
there
I'm
echo in the
testing.
recording?
I heard them snorking.
I mean, there
behind
is
the back
echo
when
in
I
the
heard
recording
Mr.
of the
Shiny
game.
was
Yeah.
weakly pulled through.
It's weird. The recording is
Do you
awful.
recognize this?
Is that dandruff?
No,
It sure looks like dandruff.
it's plaster.
Ugh.
Ew.
Brother, ew.
Do you recognize
Ew,
the man?
brother.
That's what I'm asking you.
How should I know? You haven't told me who he is.
Take a look at the photo.
Yeah, okay.
Now, have you seen him before?
No.
I don't think we're going anywhere with this.
No,
Take a
no.
look at this red nose.
Are you a policeman?
No, this is a clown's nose. What does this...
You have a cold. What you need is vitamin C.
Would you like this...
Not until I've washed it.
Would this tool be in...
No, sir. Mr. Shiny has no user services. Whatever that means.
What?
Do you recognize...
You should never ever...
I know that.
People get hurt when they do. They end up in hospital, like the burger lady. She was so burned up, they didn't know whether to use bandages or onions.
Oh my god.
Do you reckon...
No,
No, but I wondered if you'd seen a stranger flashing...
no, sir. But if I had, Mr. Shiny would take care of him.
What do you think of this?
Oh, boy. What is it?
A priceless gemstone. Found in a million...
Why does he show it to everyone? This should be a secret. I mean, there are people who want to kill for this.
I don't wear jewellery.
If this gem was yours, you'd be able to buy 100, Mr.
No, I
Shiny.
just want this one.
Don't be silly. There's only one Mr. Shiny.
The rest are polishing
See
machines.
you later.
Yeah. Hey now, you can't get...
How come?
I'm responsible for the contents of that cupboard.
Alright.
Now we're going somewhere. Could be this be the plug of Mr. Shiny?
Yeah.
As I tugged the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine coughed, spluttered, and died.
Died.
Mr. Shiny, what's wrong, pal?
Now you can go to the cupboard. Yeah.
The puzzles are a bit too obvious in this game. By the way, we don't use a guide in this playthrough. Go, go. Why did you go? Man, give me control and go. Come on. Why? Just go fast. Oh, we're a doctor now.
Alright, let's just go then, I guess.
Yes.
To the left.
Oh, there she is.
Good afternoon, Doctor.
Oh, hi. Is this Ward J2?
Yes, sir. The patients are ready for your inspection, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse.
You'll need this, Doctor.
She gave me a long, narrow metal box and a stunning smile. Thanks.
Could you take a look at the client in bed number 3 now? His name is Eric Sopmarsh.
Do you have any clown?
Why, yes, we do. A professional clown.
I'll bet he lightens the place up.
Hardly. Monsieur Boissy has been in a coma for the last 3
Oh.
days.
What's wrong with what?
He was involved in a very nasty accident. A silly stunt involving a unicycle.
Ouch.
His current condition is due to post-traumatic shock. It's unlikely he'll ever perform as a clown again.
It's an ill wind that blows nobody any good. Do you have a patient named Marquet on this ward?
Oui, monsieur. He is in the private room at the end of the ward. He has been placed in strict isolation.
Why?
Why indeed?
Why is Marquet in quarantine?
If you wish to know more, you will have to speak to Herr Hagenmeier. All I know is that Marquet's room is strictly out of bounds.
Alright.
Do you know who paid for
No, of course I don't.
Preferential treatment like that must cost an arm and a leg.
That's not my concern, monsieur.
Monsieur.
What is this device?
It's for taking the patient's blood pressure, doctor.
Are you sure you're a doctor?
Do you know Merlin of Gruber?
No,
Does this
it's beautiful, but...
Does this...
The Club à l'amour? I've never...
Okay.
Does this...
I don't reckon...
I don't think you'll
Would
get
you like
anywhere.
to shake hands with me?
Well...
No, it's okay. Forget it.
What? No! One person accepted. Why are you...
Because it's too
Thank you,
nice.
nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
And now we have to go to the people.
Yes.
Oh shit. We're not a doctor.
Well, he must know how
Hello?
to
Anybody
put this
home?
thingy, right?
My name is Dr. Stobart, and I'm here to steer you down the rocky road to recovery.
Dr. Monroe said there was no cure for what I've got.
Your problem is you stayed in bed too long.
Are you sure you're a...
You better believe it.
Oh
What can you
dear.
tell me about Marquet?
He's the man in the private room, isn't he? That room was mine before I was
Oh.
tossed out like a common squatter.
What? Who are you?
Do you know what's wrong with Marquet?
Who knows?
They won't even say what's wrong with me. Tell me, Doctor, what's your opinion?
It's too early to say.
But I've been here for 3 months.
What's your impression?
She's a very efficient young
Efficient.
Efficient? You make her sound like a vacuum cleaner.
I've no complaints.
The woman in reception described Nurse Grendel as a monster.
Well, that's simply not true. She's quite strict, but that's her job, isn't it? You've got to have discipline in a place like this.
I'm going to take your blood pressure.
Why?
I'm a doctor. It's my job.
Does he even know how to do it?
No.
Seems fine to me.
You're not doing it right.
Yeah, let's just...
Do you recognize this?
Doesn't that belong to Boissy?
No. I found it in a sewer.
He's a clown, you know. You wouldn't think so to look at him now, would you?
I'll come back.
So, oh yeah, I can talk to him, but not to the others.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, maybe there's more screen over there.
Yeah, maybe. Let's talk to her and then we'll
Pardon
go.
me, nurse.
Oui, monsieur.
Nothing new.
Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Let's go. There should be something here. You're right.
Doctor!
What is it?
You haven't taken my blood pressure.
We just did it!
He doesn't know how to do it.
Seems fine to me.
You're not doing it right.
Of course I am.
No, you're not. Dr. Monroe never did it like that.
I can't take a satisfactory reading while you're excited like this. I'll come back later.
Oh, this is Michelangelo's Pietà.
Yep.
Oh, Doc.
What now?
You didn't.
Oh, come on. He doesn't know how to do it.
Okay, let's try.
I mean, even I know how to do it.
He's awful.
You don't have the first idea what you're doing, do you?
I'll come back when you've recovered.
Again, we'll have to talk to her.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur.
Do you want this,
Device for measuring blood pressure?
Yeah, do you want it back?
No, thank you.
Let's just...
Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
No!
What?
You're going back.
Yes, I'm going back to talk to the receptionist and the doctor.
Oh, I see.
Maybe they can tell me something about this.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Ah, so she will not talk to him. Maybe we'll talk to the doctor, to the real doctor.
And there is
Excuse
this
me,
other
sir.
doctor.
Aha! Just the man. You must be the new boy.
Yeah, I must be.
Well, stop wandering about and make yourself
What?
useful. Bunny, come here, boy.
Yeah, she will talk
This
to us.
is Benoit, my nephew. Can I trust you to look after him?
Yes, yes, of course.
He is fresh out. It will open his eyes to see hell.
I'll bet.
Show him around. Let him see some real suffering.
Real suffering? What's this doctor? Yeah, go to the nurse.
Hi, my name's George Stokes.
Yes, sir?
So what's your name, kid?
Benoit.
Bunny? Jeez, and you don't mind?
Oh, I've gotten used to it.
Okay, Benoit, you're gonna help me.
Anything you say, sir.
Okay, but you will not help me
I'm
here.
right here.
Because here is very noisy.
Well,
Let's talk here. Come with me, Benoit. We have to talk.
Hey, Benoit,
Yes.
do you know the nurse on Ward J2?
No, this is my first day here. I can't wait to get my hands dirty. I was talking about treating my first patient, of course. I didn't mean to get my hands dirty with a nurse. Okay, now.
Do you know any...
And sir, I don't know much about any of the patients.
I've never met a doctor who admits that...
I'm only a trainee, sir. I'm sure I'll get the hang of things.
alright, so show him the
Here,
blood
take
pressure.
this pressure gauge.
Thank you, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, keep it safe until I think of something.
So now you go
Yeah,
to the...
now I'll
Right
go.
behind you, sir.
And when he tells me, I will tell him that Professor Dr. Bunny will
You
do.
haven't finished taking.
Dr. Bunny will do it for you.
Will you keep quiet? You're disturbing the other patients.
I'll keep quiet when you've taken my blood pressure properly.
I have to see Jacques Marquet first.
How come he gets preferential treatment? It's because he's got money.
I'll come back when you've dealt with that chip on... Hi.
Oh.
I'll come back.
Okay.
Talk to
Hey,
him.
Benoit.
Yes, sir?
Yeah.
Do you still have that gauge?
Ah, yes. What do you want me to do with it?
Use it on Eric Sontmarsh.
Okay.
Yeah, go. Thank you. Why is the man waving all the time?
Because he needs a doctor.
Oh shit. Of course it will not be this easy.
Of course.
Rather you than me, pal.
I'm Dr. Stobar.
Bonjour, doctor.
With his eyes. Come on, what the fuck?
Have you seen any suspicious characters on the ward?
Yeah, I have.
A gorilla and a weasel?
No. This was a tatty old bear.
How is the bear acting suspiciously?
Well, he was wearing a homburg.
Is that against the law?
No, but it's pretty weird for a bear.
Have you heard of a guy called...
He's in quarantine, Doc, right behind this here door.
Marquet is just the man I wanted to see.
I wouldn't go in there if I was you. He has anthrax.
I
Anthrax?
have to visit my patient.
I think that's,
What
that's not a
Routine.
disease.
I have to check he's still breathing.
What if he's not?
I'll sign the certificate and register his bed as vacant.
That's a cold and distant attitude to death.
What's your
Well,
problem,
I've
dude?
been institutionalized to the point of godlike aloofness.
The white coat suits you.
Thanks.
Okay, now let me go inside.
Would you like to shake hands?
Of course.
What for?
As a gesture of goodwill.
On reflection? No.
No!
No.
Catch you later, all.
Au revoir, Doc.
Finally. Finally. Oh, he's really here.
What doesn't he have?
Okay.
Yes. I am Marquet. I've been expecting you.
You have?
What are you waiting for? Get
Ah, he thinks it's Merlin.
I just want to know what I should do with the jam.
the Lahmar gem.
Yeah, right here in my pocket.
I thought you were one of the assassins.
An assassin?
Not
Yep.
me. I never inhaled.
So, you were sent in my place.
Yeah. You could hardly make the trip to Ireland in your condition. What should I do with the jam?
Deliver it to the Grand Master. Quickly tell him that I have found the tripod right here in Paris.
You have it?
Not yet, but it's been taken care of. I hired a couple of stooges with a flair for petty crime.
Would that be Flap and Guido by any chance?
You know them as for Klausner. He is gone off to Syria on a wild goose chase.
They have geese in Syria?
He has a theory about the location of the...
That's enough excitement for one day, Monsieur Marquet. What are you doing here?
Talking to this patient, of course.
Monsieur Marquet is my patient. If Herr Hagenmeyer was to hear that...
Okay, I'm going. I've learned all I could from Marquet anyhow.
And there you are, sir. I was just coming to look for you. I finished with your pressure gauge.
Thanks, Bunny.
What's that noise? It sounds as if someone's having a cardiac arrest.
Well, someone
It's all
is.
right. The doctor's in there with him.
Are you sure he was a doctor?
Oui, monsieur. He showed me his ID. It was Dr. Braille.
There's no Dr. Braille working here.
Suddenly you know that? But you don't know that there is no
Yeah.
Dr. Stobboard?
Help me, officer.
Stand back, monsieur.
I always wanted to do this. Too late.
Hello, George.
Hello, madame.
I found Jacques Marquet.
Did he talk?
Yeah, he talked. For the very last time.
He's dead.
Yeah. Killed in cold blood by a bogus doctor.
That's despicable. What kind of guy would pass himself off as a doctor and take advantage of a dying man? Was it Khan?
No, I don't know who he was, but it certainly wasn't Khan. He got away, out the window.
Too many assassins.
Have you ever heard of the Hashiashin?
No.
Marquet said that they were his biggest enemy.
His biggest enemy was the bogus doctor.
Don't remind me. That guy was evil. He had wild, staring eyes like a dead fish. I'll never trust a doctor again. Do you think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could have finished him off the first time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced them.
Well, yeah.
Let's take another...
No! That was a mistake. I'm sorry.
There's a guy. There's the roof. Then through. And then through. I guess I'd better go back and talk to that weirdo.
Which one? Rousseau?
Which one?
You're referring to Andre.
I'll let you work it out.
No, tell us. We need a hint.
Alright, so, that was the hint. Talk to everybody.
Okay, so the hospital is gone. What's here? This is the cafe. I don't think we have anything here. Although it's not yet grey.
The Rosary? Yes.
This is her apartment. I'm stupid. I always forget.
Hello, George.
Yeah, let's
Do you think
leave.
the assassin...
I don't think so.
He was pumped.
Yeah, let's go.
I guess... I'll let...
Rosary is her apartment. So let's go to the police if the inspector is back.
Mm-hmm.
No,
He's
not
not.
back. Oh well, maybe we can talk to him about the murder in the hospital.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sergeant Wu?
Yes.
I'd like to...
Yes, miss.
Auschwitz.
Could you just...
One with their name... See you later.
Why do we keep the...
I don't know. I don't know. Oh! You guy.
Mm-hmm. We can talk to him or her.
I beg your pardon. Are you Andre Lobino?
That's me.
Oh, the hip scientist is back, finally.
No, I was told you may be able to help. My name is George Stobart. I'd like your professional opinion.
Well, okay, shoot.
Let's talk about everything first.
Have you ever heard of the Hashashin?
Why, yes, it was a radical Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder.
Murder.
It was formed in 11th century Persia, shortly before the Crusades.
At roughly the same time as the Templars.
Yes, they gave a new word to our language, assassini, the assassin.
Everyone knows that though, you stupid American.
How did the assassins get their name?
From the legends surrounding the secrets of their initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for.
Yep.
The freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
Cool. Do you have the address?
I haven't finished the story. There was a price to pay for this taste of paradise.
The taste.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was told that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs.
Exactly.
And he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashin.
Okay.
That's
How do the assassins operate?
yeah, that's the
Well,
story.
As I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be instructed in the use of the dagger, poisons, and disguise. Then, the Grand Master of the sect would name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Does the cult of the assassins still exist?
Take a look around at the world today. You tell me.
You tell me.
I think you ought to know that the tripod is going to be stolen.
The Lochman tripod? No.
It's true. I can give you a description of the thieves.
Before the supposed event has taken place?
I heard them planning the raid.
They're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Why don't you loan the tripod to me for safekeeping?
Because I'd never see it again.
But don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust, George. That tripod is hundreds of years old and extremely fragile.
I get your point. I'd like your opinion on a medieval manuscript.
Vraiment? Do you have it with you?
No, it's too fragile. And besides, there are certain people who stop at nothing to get their hands on it.
Intriguing. Do you have a copy of the text?
There isn't much. Only a few Latin phrases. I was kind of hoping you'd help decipher the pictures.
Without seeing the manuscript, that's a tall order.
Just tell me one thing. What does the image of two men riding on the same horse suggest to you?
The Knights Templar. Does the Templar seal appear on this manuscript? I'd love to see that for myself.
Yes, you will.
Can you tell me anything about the Knights Templar?
I sure can, Georgie.
Georgie.
Soldiers, diplomats, mercenaries, monks, bankers, you name it, the Templars fit the bill. The greatest fighting force in Christendom, the militia of Christ.
Yeah.
Jeez. How did the Templars get their name?
From the building in which they set up their headquarters. The King of Jerusalem gave them part of a mosque on the Temple Mount. It was said to have been the site of the original Temple of Solomon. The order became known first as the Knights of the Temple, and later the Knights Templar.
You're a mine of information, Andre.
Glad to be of help, Georgie.
You don't know me.
How come the Templars became so wealthy?
There was a constant stream of new recruits to their ranks, many from noble families. They were required to swear a sacred oath of poverty, chastity, and obedience.
Of course.
So,
Like every sect.
money, goods, and lands were donated to the order.
Of course.
The Templars soon held land in France, Scotland, England, Spain, most of Europe, in fact. The poor Knights of Christ became the wealthiest power in Christendom.
Is it true the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found?
Who knows? So little knowledge of what really happened remains. Or if it does, the truth has never been made public.
What do you mean by that?
The Templars have attained mythological status, like the King Arthur of the Britons. There are people even now who say the Templars still exist.
Do you think that's likely?
No, not for a minute.
No, you don't know what we know.
The manuscript is being looked after by a friend.
In Paris?
Yeah, not far from here, in fact.
Well, just give me the address and I'll come round and take a look.
I'm not so sure about that. Maybe I should check with her first.
A female friend?
Yeah, she's a woman. Does the name Montfaucon mean anything to you?
Sure. It was the most grisly spectacle in Paris until the Revolution.
A public toilet?
Montfaucon was the place of execution for many thousands. A dark temple of death, with row upon row of arches, each one framing a grim exhibit.
Ooh.
Scores of rotting corpses swung on creaking rope, while the crows devoured their flesh.
What the
That explains the image of the hanged man. I found a reference to Montfaucon in Ireland, in a village called Lochmarn.
Lochmarn? That's where Pegram was digging.
That's right. He'd left the excavation before I arrived. Where was the site of Montfaucon?
To the northeast, near the Canal Saint-Martin, but there's nothing there now. The old gibbet was torn down during the Revolution.
Alright.
Do you know Pegram well?
Not really. I met him at a conference. I would have liked to talk to him in depth, but I didn't have time.
When was this?
Oh, back in the summer, July, I think.
This friend who has the...
Oui, the anonymous girlfriend.
She lives at 361 Rue Jarry. Ah, I'm not well. I'll drop by. Just as soon as I can.
Do you reckon?
No.
Again?
No.
We have never talked to him. What do you mean again?
That is true, because I say again because it will get you nowhere.
Don't know that.
What is this?
Nothing.
You saw before this gave us
I'd like
a...
to shake you.
Not now, Georgie.
2 times it gave us a puzzle.
What do you...
Interesting. Where did you get it?
From a dig in Paris.
Vraiment? I didn't realize there were any excavations in progress in the city.
Okay.
Does this...
Alamut is the name of the place where the Hashashin were based.
Where is it?
Ah.
Somewhere in what
You
used
sure?
to be called
Yeah.
Persia. I'm not too hot on modern geography, I'm afraid. The most recent map I have shows America as an English colony.
Ooh, burn.
What do you make of it?
Nothing.
What do you make of this?
It's the biggest gemstone I've ever seen. Where did you get it?
From Professor Peagram's messenger boy.
Did Pegram find this on his dig?
Yeah, the site where this was found was a Templar castle. Do you think it could be part of the Templar treasure?
No, I shouldn't think so. You're not one of those crazies who think the Templars still exist, are you?
Well, I try to keep an open mind on the matter.
Now that I have found
Thanks for
everything.
your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Okay, now we should go back maybe.
I guess.
Yeah, we nothing happens with this.
Yeah, I don't think it's time for that. But I don't know. But I think maybe.
Maybe at night when we...
Yeah.
Oh, a new location. Like we didn't have enough locations already. A cafe. Maybe we should stop here for the day.
I guess.
It's 2 hours.
Excuse me, officer. What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. Only that they were excommunicated in 1312.
He just goes around asking people the craziest questions.
Hey, you! Who do you know about the Templars?
Do you have 5 minutes to talk about the Heist Templar?
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Shouldn't you be off directing traffic or something?
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
Yeah, so?
I could direct the traffic. The most dangerous, the east side of Rome. Or I can sit here and enjoy the sight, the architecture, and the Sauvignon. Which would you choose?
Yeah, but I'm not a policeman. What happened to duty?
An excellent question.
Oh my god.
Let's just not. I don't think he knows anything.
What do you think of this?
A blood pressure.
Take a look at this.
Ah,
I'll see you around.
oui, monsieur.
Might be here. Okay, where are we though? I'm not sure.
Go to the right.
Oh,
please.
there, we can open this with our great tool.
I couldn't open it with my...
No, but you have the perfect tool from the beginning of the game.
Hey, you. What do you think you are doing? Leave that cover alone. Now,
Oh, I
Sorry,
think...
no harm intended.
you stay away from that.
Okay, let's go in or something.
In
And
French, English, and German, it read, in 1312, Pope Clement V dissolved the knightly order of the Templars.
Ah, it's the
and
ruins,
executed
Montfaucon,
its
huh?
members on charges of heresy.
Yeah, I don't
In the
know
following
them.
2 years, many of the knights were hanged on this site. Their Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burnt at the stake on an island in the Seine.
Okay, so they built them in Paris. I thought it was Rome.
no, they called them to have negotiations or something, and they just
I
arrested
didn't
them.
have time to
Or
sit
s-
around.
That's a myth. That's
I
how
didn't
the
have
story goes.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. I did not know the Montfaucon.
Mm.
They have been to Paris 2 times, but I didn't know that.
I haven't been to Paris.
Maybe you will.
Maybe.
A
one
knight,
day.
there in the company of his fellows.
biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess.
I guess.
Another statue you're gonna move?
Most probably.
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack.
Oh, I like cracks.
Somehow it looked more modern than its neighbor. I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout. In comparison to it, a stone knight lay in full stone armor. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work.
Oh my god. Is this what you
A
think?
stone knight lay at the end of... I wondered if this guy had died in combat.
Can we look at all of them?
No,
just
look at the center, I guess.
the statue
Yeah, not a statue. Is there something there?
here.
Yeah, no.
No.
The scroll?
There is
I
some.
didn't recognize the biblical...
Oh,
Maybe the scroll
didn't-
that he's holding, the statue.
A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell.
Spanish?
Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff. But I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church. Other than deported.
okay, maybe we can use some of the things that we have.
Maybe.
Blaster. A photograph. No, why? Clown's nose.
Clown's nose?
A polluted handkerchief. I swear to God, some of these, they just left them in for jokes. In the
Yeah,
inventory.
I guess.
Let me take your blood pressure.
A statue of a knight. Hold the statue had any secrets.
Alright, so nothing here.
Nothing yet.
So we
I didn't
need...
have time to...
I would guess that we need to talk to that...
Policeman.
Yeah,
And have him go away so we can go in the sewers
Yeah.
again.
something like that.
Mm. Is it the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, two entrances for the same thing, okay. So other than that, how can we convince him to go away then? Let me show him all the inventory again.
Maybe not the inventory?
Come on,
Hello
let
again.
me do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Do you know what this...
I read Hollywood Wives. I know all about it.
If you tried to sniff this stuff, you'd wall up your nostrils. It's plaster of Paris.
It is. Thank heaven. For one awful moment, I thought I might actually have
The paperwork alone. The paperwork.
You have no idea.
Have you...
No.
I believe him to be an international assassin.
Oh.
Is that all you can say? Oh.
I did wonder if I should say that I believe you to be an international paranoiac, but it didn't seem polite.
Does this...
Aha! A prosthetic nose. Very significant.
It is?
No,
What do you make...
delightful. Would you like to see some of my used tissues?
Such a good
Hello.
exchanging.
And please put yours.
Σωστός.
Would you like to shake...
I stopped myself barely in time.
Electrocuting a cop.
Would not have been smart. They'd rebuild the Bastille just so they could throw me in and throw away the key.
Do you know what this is?
It's a suit.
Does this match...
The pattern looks
Look at this jet...
cut glass.
No, it's not. It's for real.
What kind of madman would go around waving it?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So,
Either it's glass or I'm mad. I didn't like to think about that for too long. I'll see you around.
Leave us in.
Okay, maybe
nothing
there's
here.
something for his ring or something. I don't know.
Well, there are more
Maybe
locations.
during the night, I guess. When
We
he's
can go
not-
back to Nico and see if the professor
Andre-
came. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, George.
Lubino?
Oh, by the way, I had a visit from Andre Lobino.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again. He was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often he gets that excited. He made a sketch of the Knight's crest to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bear that crest.
I sure hope so.
Alright, so I guess you would go to see
Do you
Lubino.
think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could have, besides...
He was pumped. Let's take another...
Oh, I'm stupid. Why do I do this every time? And why do every time we have to look at everything to get out of the manuscript? I mean, come on.
Then through my... I better get...
Yeah. Bye. Let's go to the museum. Was here.
Yeah. There he is.
Again?
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie. Hey, I visited Nicole's apartment.
Yeah, she told me you came by.
Ooh, quite a fine Georgie boy. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
Sexy.
I hope you're referring to the manuscript.
Mais oui, of course.
Oui.
What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
What story does the manuscript tell?
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
Oh, oui, pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries.
True.
Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras.
Who's he?
A Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell that?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have taken a coat of arms like that.
Can you identify...
I already did, Georgie. He's a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh.
The spotlight of history moved on. They are probably long dead.
Alright, so
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
I think we can first see the statue again. Because if you remember the dialogue, it said Spanish.
Yes, but what can we
Like-
do with it?
I don't know, but let's.
So,
How do we get this MFR out of there?
I don't think we are, but maybe it since we did so many things, maybe now. Where was the museum? Here.
I think it's down here.
Here. Maybe now the museum will see because we talked about the crooks and all of that. Maybe now we can do this. No.
Don't you think that was not so what?
Why did you not wait for him to do the other route?
I don't know.
Just wait a little
I
bit.
will wait.
It's fine.
When he goes the other way.
Let
on.
him walk the other way now.
Yes. Now,
Alright, now.
because the other person is in his own little world, and I have to wait for him to notice the window, which will take a while, and then we'll go into sarcophagus.
Wait.
Yes. No.
Now. I like that there's at least some timing involved.
Mm-hmm. That was the goat puzzle too.
It is closing time, Monsieur Lobino.
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
Eh bien.
night, monsieur.
Bonsoir, good night. Bonsoir.
Oh, bonsoir is greeting.
Oh, okay, bonne nuit.
Bonne nuit
Oh.
is good night. Oh, that's another point of view. Very nice.
Quit fooling around, you moron. Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight.
I think now it's time to do
Yeah.
this.
What the? Who's there? Let's get out of here!
Oh,
Really now?
who's the ninja?
Maybe it's Nico.
And when I woke up, I was at the police station.
No.
Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor Georges.
What a mess. I bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
Yeah, it was Nico.
You mean it was you who stole the tripod? Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Don't cirque, Georgie, please.
Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie.
I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the tripod.
Okay, but it's a bit, like weird that suddenly she's a ninja out of nowhere. Anyway.
I mean, she's a young woman.
Is
Young
there
women
something
are
going on
flexible
between
and
you
they
and
have
Lava,
motivation.
What business is it of yours? We agreed on this. The clown, the Templars, strictly business, remember?
Yeah,
And she did
but
climb up
So
the
get
window
off my
before.
case.
let's
She
take
did,
another look at the manuscript.
she did climb up the window, so she does have flexibility
There's
and,
a guy with a
the
super
strength.
There's a
Did you look at the tripod?
the ninth room.
Yes.
Okay.
Just
Why are
how
you looking at the
long
manuscript
you know
all over
Lava?
again?
Andre, we met at college. He helped me out when I was a fresh air. Showed me around, that sort of thing.
You never told me that before. I thought he was just a working acquaintance.
So he is. I rarely see him these days. You know, he hasn't changed much. A little less air at the front, perhaps. I'd forgotten how much fun he could be.
Don't look at the manuscript again, please, please, I beg of you. Don't.
Nothing happened.
Yeah,
The gem fits perfectly, but what does that prove?
maybe the tripod has to be in a certain location.
There's nothing on the manuscript to indicate where, though, is there?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, we took it too. Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
I
let's
better
do
get
it.
back to the quest.
Because now it is a quest.
Okay, so let's go to the.
Comment façon?
Oh,
Oh.
new things are happening.
I had no desire to talk. Hey, you with the balls.
Oui,
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
le Templier? Ah, the last Grand Master, Jacques Dumoulin, was burnt on an island in the Seine in 1314.
Wow, you're pretty well educated for a juggler.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Running joke.
Yeah, it is.
Feast your eyes.
Incroyable. Is it real?
I think so.
Some people believe that great gems always have curses upon them.
Oh, that's garbage. Although, now that I think about it, both of the people who had this before me disappeared in mysterious circumstances. And the guy who was supposed to get this was shot and then murdered in
And
his
he's
hospital
just
bed.
showing it around.
Do you want it?
No, thank you.
How did you learn to be a juggler?
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
No, I am a jongleur.
A
Jongleur!
jongler? What's that?
Mon Dieu. A jongleur is an artist, a master of the contragravity, aerobatic mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the coronet of Europe and the jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders. Plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so.
Actually, that's exactly what happened.
I've got a medieval tripod.
And my Uncle Claude has hemorrhoids. So what?
I mean,
That was a good reply.
it is a very nice touch that the whole idea in these adventure games that it's self-aware that you are gonna try everything.
Yes,
Juggling doesn't
it's
look
a
so
good one.
difficult.
It's a good one.
Oh, it does not. Does it not? Perhaps you feel you will do better. No?
I'll give it a try.
Be my guest.
I had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be?
No, don't do this.
A lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult.
Yeah.
Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not. Excuse me, officer. Shouldn't you be off directing traffic?
You have
Yeah?
Okay, yeah, we saw that. As they say.
What do you know about...
it and no.
Nothing.
I thought we could talk to him about the juggler
What do
and
you
he
know
would do
about
something.
medieval... Have a look at the...
A tripod. What is it for?
Photographs.
You mean you don't know?
No, monsieur. No, do you? I think.
Okay, let's go into the temple.
I'll
Maybe
see
there's
you around.
something there.
Oui, monsieur.
I
Let's
have no
go.
desire to talk to the crowd.
Yeah, let's go into the church.
Yeah, give me a minute, there's nothing here.
I don't think we can do much.
Maybe we can open the sewer
Maybe.
now that he cannot see us because of the tourists.
Yeah, but what about the other guys? They don't care.
Hey, you still.
Oh, he can still see us. Give me one last.
Hi again.
Oui.
Let me try the items that we're leaving.
Alright.
Is this plaster...
Wait.
Forget it. Forget... Have you...
Also,
No.
it's very nice that the game is
Look,
self-aware
a
that
red
you
nose.
are doing
you
it
are a clown.
every time, and
A
he's
clown.
feeling more and more embarrassed every
If so,
time.
you would be a much better jongleur.
For a moment, an idea capered around near the spotlight of my attention, but fell down the pothole of abstraction before I could focus on it. Does this grease paint me...
I read no. You are sure you are not a clown?
Well, I was distracted by the idea again. Caper, 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 plummet. It didn't seem right to fry somebody's palm when they... This guy...
I do not want it.
Oh, I'm not selling it.
It is hardly my area of expertise.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
You smoke.
No, I don't.
In that case,
Does it?
you work in a lab.
No, try again.
You steal lab passes.
No. Well, not as a habit. This is a special case.
Okay.
What do you think of this?
It is a medical device. Oui.
Okay, so
Catch
he
you
said
later.
he had an
Au
idea
revoir,
with the...
monsieur.
Wait, let me try this.
Hi again.
Oui.
Look, a red nose.
Ah.
A clap.
Ah.
For a moment, but felt...
Okay, I thought because he said
Catch
an
you later.
idea.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Anyway, as I was saying, you're getting embarrassed every time more and more, so it's very nice.
Yeah, there's nothing... Oh,
Now there's these.
there's a priest.
There's this priest.
Okay, you were right.
Excuse me.
What's
Father?
that?
Pardon? Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Echo
Not
again.
at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
At least this echo is justified.
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
What?
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church then.
Just a little.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah, oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
An
I
insult?
guess so. I never thought of it like that. What do you know about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
I noticed that the stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war. It was as old as the church, early 14th century.
Oh, man, that's awful.
Oui, a terrible loss. Still, the church and the other windows survived.
I've got a medieval...
Monsieur, you are a walking treasure house.
You don't
How
have
about
to...
this for a jet?
It is very beautiful, monsieur. And yet, I feel that there is an air of suffering about it.
You never know in this game. You don't remember how many times
What do you
we
think of
sold
this?
something. And...
Preciously.
Never mind.
Sometimes he just knows when to quit.
I have...
Oui?
So for that he didn't.
I thought about using the shake, but I couldn't do that to him.
Ah, you're a good
There's
guy.
grease paint on this.
Oui.
I've got a red...
Oui. So you were...
Have you seen this man before?
No, I have never.
No one has seen him. He's an assassin.
I was in Ireland recently, and I brought back this...
My sister brought back a shillelagh.
Shillelagh? The druid spell?
I
Catch
guess.
you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Nothing else here new? Nothing. Just this statue that I don't think we can do anything.
Is there anything
I didn't
on
have
near the
time.
window? Maybe, I don't know.
No.
No.
We looked at everything.
Because the tripod could be placed, like, you know, at the center.
No,
on
there
the
is no,
altar?
there is no use.
I didn't have time to...
I see.
There is no use icon, only watch. I don't think that with the priest here we can do anything.
Yeah, we cannot.
If we collect the grease paint with this,
Maybe...
no,
Maybe not.
because he said a lot about the.
The idea of becoming a clown?
The
Yeah.
nose was... It was a bright red plaque.
Yeah, he said when we used the grease and the nose, he said he had an idea, but I think that was a hint.
No, I don't think so. I think it was like the idea of maybe I am a clown. I think it was sarcastic. But you never know.
What can we use to the cloud to make them go away? Nothing. Or maybe something new to say to him now?
Hello again. Hello.
I think the whole thing
I'll see you
is
around.
when he gives us the balls to become a jongleur ourselves.
Hi again. Oui.
Oh, I can reuse this.
Does this grease paint...
A red nose? And now, grease paint? You are sure you are not a clown?
Well, I was distracted by the idea. Caper, caper, caper.
Okay, so we keep showing it to him, so something
Catch you
must be
later.
with that.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Like before that we were showing
Yeah,
the...
you're right. But maybe it's not ready yet. Maybe we need to do something else. Somewhere else. I'm not sure. What? Ah.
Yeah, it was an idea. Don't know. Where else can we go?
I don't know. We could
Well,
try
go
the
to the police
museum.
station.
We could try the museum again. See what happened last night.
Okay. Let's try the museum again. It's
This
not-
is Montfaucon.
This one was on your right, so the museum is here.
Yeah.
Let's see what's here.
Like nothing happened.
Yeah.
It's just the tripod missing.
The glass case was intact, but the tripod had been replaced by a sign reading, the case was in...
Let's talk to everyone.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Jean.
Hey, I have your tripod.
No. No.
Thanks for your help, Andre. You're welcome.
Nothing to say to him. Maybe to him.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Do you know anything about the night?
No, sir.
The sign on the tripod says...
Yeah.
Again the same?
Yeah, the same.
What?
He knows nothing.
Do you know anything about...
Not it is... We're of course not.
We've seen this in the previous
Thanks
talk.
for your help.
Nothing here. Let's go to the police station too. The police station is here, I think. Oh. There's still no one here.
Yeah.
Maybe we can talk to this officer
It was
about...
just some police paper.
Let's see.
Sergeant Move?
Yes.
Nothing. No.
No, the same.
It's
See you later.
exactly the
I
same.
thought that maybe we could talk about the other one that was sitting on the... And what's here? Why can't we still go back to this
I
place?
have no idea.
There doesn't seem anything new to do here.
Maybe the sewers?
Again, I don't think so.
I have no idea.
We've done everything in this
Let's try to go down the sewers again.
No, we did this. We did this.
I mean, why else? Maybe that rich dude?
What could he have to do with it?
I have no idea.
He's still looking down. How many days will he be looking down?
Hi there. Remember me? Remember me?
Who?
The man in the... I'm... so, I take a look...
Oh, so nothing.
We cannot go.
Can you go down the sewer?
Yeah, but why?
I mean, you never
We'll come
know.
out the other side. I don't think there's anything in the sewer anymore.
Oh, okay.
Completely done. Okay, let's go. Oh, we have a new destination.
We can go to Spain.
Yeah, let's not go yet.
No,
Ireland is gone.
Paris is always relevant due to
Due to everything that's happening. Yeah.
everything that's happening and Nico being there. I think there's nothing.
I'll try again because...
Okay, one more time with Philly.
Excuse me.
Okay, we'll try...
Have you seen this man before?
No.
No, we'll try the...
Oh, is that all?
I did, but it...
The crease paint and the nose, because...
What do you make of this?
Delightful. Would you...
Hell no.
Then please...
Does this...
Ah!
Do I look like a clown?
No. Although you chuckle like one.
Oh,
Now,
because he saw
if I'd
you.
known you were a clown, it would have been and not a human.
What do you mean?
Whoever heard of a plainclothes clown?
He had a point. So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it...
You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur, you had it.
Okay, so he gave us an idea.
Okay.
That was not before. Let's try it now, talk to him and juggle again.
Hey! Oui? I'd like to have another try at juggling.
You have gone on a crash course, perhaps.
No. I just had an insight into presentation.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on completing your humiliation, monsieur.
Okay, that was... I don't know.
Okay, now for my secret weapon.
Oh.
Oh.
The juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls and left in a fury.
Hey, he gave us one ball.
Hey, you forgot one of your balls. Hey! But he didn't hear. Better still, deprived of his entertainment. The gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
Really now? Okay, that was a very stupid puzzle.
Yeah, that was really stupid.
You had to go from him to him, again to him to do the juggling, back to the other guy to tell you about the nose, back to him to do the juggling with the nose.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It makes sense when you write it down in a paper, but when you play it, it's so you said you had to use everything again and again, after all. And the tourists see someone going down the drain.
Yeah, they're tourists, they don't care.
If I wanted to get deeper into these catacombs, I was going to have to get onto that path. If the near edge hadn't crumbled away, I could have jumped it easily.
We can still jump it, man. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere new and exciting.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Ah. Okay.
You got some chain. Okay. Let's... So many things. What's that?
The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long... The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier.
So this is the...
My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, this is where the gallows used to stand.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What do you say?
So, the city is above the system. This is where the gallows used to stand.
The hook lay in a bed of
Oh yeah, sometimes...
This is just the catacombs of the church?
Yeah,
something?
most probably.
The hook lay in a...
So maybe we can attach... What can we attach here? Maybe this? No?
Yeah, but you can go further into the catacombs.
Yes, I just thought that we can attach something and throw it on the other side. Okay, let's go.
No, I don't think so. There's a bridge. Oh! The hanged man.
Yep. There he is in all his glory.
And suddenly it's so bright.
Mm-hmm.
I pushed against the door.
Alright. We can use something on the door, I think?
We have a ball.
No, okay.
We have a tripod.
And we have a gem.
We have a gem. I'm not using the blood pressure or...
Yeah, you don't have to. But, what?
What was this goat?
Why? Why is there a goat? Wait. What?
The door was a handsome piece of work. Rats.
Okay, is there anything on the wall?
Do
Nothing.
you see anything blue?
No. No, I don't. I just heard a goat. Why didn't we hear a goat?
I don't know. It's a goat from Ireland. It's coming back to get us. I don't know. Okay, there must be something here.
Something, we have to do something with the chain, that much is...
Yeah, but the chain doesn't have, it doesn't have an eye, it doesn't have the cogs.
Lay in a bed of
Okay, maybe we have to use this again.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe first we have to hook something and then... You see there's a hook here.
Yeah.
Ah, but we cannot use the hook. We cannot use it at all before we...
Oh.
No, go back.
But, what? What will we do? Okay, maybe we can talk to Nico about it?
No, I don't think...
And now there's music. Usually there's music if you have to do something here. In most recent adventure games, that is. Maybe they picked it up from these?
No, then... Maybe we have to do something with this machine. Then.
Maybe. No, okay. Yeah, sure.
I don't even know anymore. Anything can happen in this game.
A weird little boat lay tied up. I guess they used it to get maintenance crews around. Either that or the Phantom of the Opera was somewhere near. On the boat was a winching machine.
Okay,
How about...
It is...
Oh,
The wall had flaked, and anything... The wall had The inscription was hard to read.
Okay.
My medieval friend, maybe. The wall had flipped. There were 3 arches.
Okay, so these are doors.
At least they were.
No.
Break
it was
it.
time for some brutal destruction.
What? What? No,
I don't know.
no. Why? Why?
I don't know, because you have...
Hey, that's hollow.
You have to use
poked
everything.
a hole in an historical site. If any archaeologists came by, they'd lynch me for this.
Exactly. Yeah,
with the good-
There's some
definitely.
sort of mechanism hidden inside the wall, with a lever in the middle of it.
What?
Here goes. The secret door had jammed. I couldn't get through that gap.
Yeah, use that one again.
Ah, now I can pick it up now. It changed.
Oh, why? Yeah, okay, makes sense. Makes sense now. Yeah, this makes sense.
Okay, so now he will...
Yeah, you just
Oh,
pull it up
He
and...
will do it automatically. I don't have to do it.
Yeah, like that. Now you destroy the historical site. Well done.
Yeah,
Olu.
but I found a mechanism that no archaeologist could ever find.
How is he tolerating the stench? I wonder. I
I
wonder.
don't know.
Boy, had I ever made a mess of that door.
Where
Okay,
is this
so
going?
this is... Okay, this is weird. Who made stairs like this?
Now the weird thing is how the archaeologists did not find it for 200 years.
In the beginning was the end.
What?
An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness. In the end will be a beginning. An end to our enemies heralds our new day. Report. The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now. Good. Mademoiselle?
Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens.
What kind of Gestapo is
A
that?
groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A
This
blind
is,
belief in market
Balkan.
forces is
That's what I mean.
accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a slow death from their own incompetence and our machinations. Professor, where is the broken
He said the name of the game.
As we discussed last time,
That's the guy.
manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget.
Definitely.
What have you been doing with our money, Professor?
We are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say our predecessors,
Hold on. These are the Templars?
must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the search of the Phoenix location. I have a small army of historians and archaeologists.
Ah, those guys.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
That's the
Pegram was
doctor.
loyal. He tried to protect the Lakmarn gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
That's not what he believes. He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I
So they are
have to
using the
remind you
assassins.
that we have a sacred duty, a trust. When Philippe attempted to destroy the order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it, but time is short. We need results, not petty bickering, not excuses. Now, Professor Baphomet.
Yes, of course. My apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within Paris.
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present.
Ah!
But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders.
I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I did not mean to.
Oh, that's a good.
Have you any good news for us, Professor?
We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that, nothing.
The assassin.
I fear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operative.
This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing. With the sword reforged, we will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition the next time that we meet. It will be to become the princes of this world. Wow.
Okay, now tell me everything.
Okay, so
You recognize the doctor, I did not.
I recognize the doctor. I recognize the professor.
Who's the professor?
The one we talked about.
I recognize
in
only the
hotel.
one in the hotel. Ah, he was a professor. Okay, yeah, I forgot about it.
And I don't recognize the others, but they have distinct accents, which means that these Templars are from all around the world, and they're working. Yeah, but they're mostly from Europe. I mean, they work from all around the world, but they're from Europe, just like the Templars. And apparently, they want the sword of Baphomet. The sword.
Yeah.
Now,
not apparently, they said it's not apparently.
Yeah.
They want the sword of Baphomet.
They want the sword of Baphomet, but
Baphomet isn't the devil, or I don't remember.
no, Baphomet is like a deity, but like a lesser deity, maybe. I'm not sure.
I thought it was Satan or something.
He was declared.
A demon.
He was declared a demonic deity by the church, but we don't know. I mean, it's a deity. We don't know if it's a demonic deity. But the church, the Christian church, declared it demonic and satanic.
Okay.
So what the sword of Baphomet now? Templars in many games. We know this from the Assassin's Creed series, etc., etc.
The French games.
Yes.
This is an English game.
Well.
Okay.
Those games, they were talking about relics that would give you insane power over the minds of humans. That is how, for example, when they say that that's how Jesus did his tricks for Christianity. That's how it was in the game. He was holding the apple of Eden and people adored him.
In which game?
Assassin's Creed.
Okay, let's not do Assassin's Creed lore now.
Yeah,
please. Let's keep to this game.
Yes,
Okay.
but there is a history with the relics of the ancient Jerusalem and the Templars and Assassins fighting over those. Because relics were holding some kind of power, even if that was just religious power. Because religion is very powerful and used to hold down people, you know.
Okay, let's finish the video.
Yeah. Oh, here's
In
the
middle of
tripod.
circle was a stump of stone, a shaft of daylight from the world above, lancing down to touch it.
I mean, come on, it's just like the manuscript.
Wait
Non
a minute.
omnis moriar, clarior et tenebris. What does that mean?
There
I'm
was
not
a
good
large
with
circle
It will
marked
tell
out
you.
on the floor with a stump in the middle. Around the circle, I could see words inlaid into the stone. On the circle's circumference were the Templar seal and 2 Latin phrases, non omnis moriar and clarior e tenebris. I shall not die completely, the brighter from the darkness.
You see? Okay, so I put the tripod, I will put the gem on it, and I'm sure it will
I
shine.
think it's not
The
completely.
tripod's
Omnis is
feet
forever.
fitted
maybe?
neatly into the notches on the top of the stump.
He knows Latin.
Yeah, he knows Latin. That's
Let's
true.
put it down.
Due to opinion.
The light falling from above struck the gem and scattered in 5 neat rays. And each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the left, I could read M-A-R-I-B. Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant.
Marib.
Oh,
Okay.
he went back to Nico. I will go back to Nico.
Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called the Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there, the guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Clantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how do they hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria, but they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria.
How do you
Then the Neo-Templars are ahead of us. Klausner beat
What's his
them to it.
reporters?
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
These guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay. What about the tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
Nice.
Okay, I think we can go now. There's nothing more here.
Do you think I should go to Marib?
Syria is a long way, Georges.
Okay,
Well, he's
so
an American with money, apparently, so yeah.
so now we can travel to Spain and Syria. Where do you want to go first?
Well, he did say Syria.
Yeah.
Spain is just an optional at this point. An optional
Yeah, it's
location.
just about the family that. Oh, look at this! It's like us! Oh!
You know, the Knights Templar had also points in Rhodes and Cyprus. You know that, right?
No, no idea. I believe you though. In Rhodes too, or no? That was
Rhodes was where there was also a magister there. Grand Magister with his castle. The castle of Grand Magister is in Rhodes.
Good. So, let's do the cinematic and finish this video. Oh, there's no cinematic. Okay, so next video will be from Syria on. I think we did well in this video. So, bye bye.
Bye.